Curriculum in the early independence period or old order period. A. Curriculum year 1947. According to Hermana 2010, the dynamics of education implementation in 1945 1950 were characterized by the following. The fourth Minister of Education and Teaching, Ki Hajar Dewantara, and few months after the proclamation issued a general instruction, which called on teachers to discard the colonial education system and prioritize patriotism. And the second, subsequent Minister of Education and Teaching. The next Minister of Education and Teaching continued to strive for the orderly running of education and teaching in schools, along with the process of drafting a law on the education and teaching system, which was prepared by a drafting committee with Ki Hajar Dewantara as chairman. The work of the next, the work of the drafting team, which had become the draft law RUU, was submitted to the working committee of the Central National Committee in 1948. And the fourth, in the middle of the discussion of the bill, the Second Colonial War with a sudden attack on the city of Yogyakarta. The result was the Republic of Indonesia was besieged from within and without, and only the island of Sumatra and several Keresidenan on the island of Java remained. The five, the enactment of the first education law on April 5, 1950, as outlined in Law Number 4 of 1950, concerning the basics of education and teaching in schools. 95.2 Curriculum. What characterizes this curriculum is that learning is centered on the Pancawardhana program, namely moral development, intelligence, emotional, agility, and physical development. What characterizes this curriculum is that each lesson must pay attention to the content. Lessons that are connected to a Friday life. The 1964 curriculum. The curriculum system in 1964 was renewed again. With this curriculum, the government has a desire for the people to get academic knowledge for the briefing at the elementary level. So that learning is centered on the Pancawardhana program, namely moral development, intelligence, emotional, or artistic, skill, and physical. Curriculum during the New Order period. Curriculum year 1968. The 1968 curriculum aims that education is emphasized on effort to form a true Pancasila human being, strong and healthy physical, heightened intelligence and physical skills, morals, ethnic and religious belief. The content of education is directed at on activities to increase intelligence and skills, as as well as to develop a healthy and strong psyche. The 1975 curriculum, according to Ahmad in Winarso 2015, there are five principles in the curriculum development in 1975, namely principle of program flexibility, principles of efficiency and effectiveness, goals oriented principles, continuity principles, and lifelong education principles.
See the 1984 curriculum. There are ideas raised by the 1984 curriculum which have different characteristics. Has different characteristics. The different include Winarso 2050 15. In term of curriculum organization and form, in term of teaching and learning approaches, in terms of the acceleration of new element of GBH and the in terms of the gap between school graduates and the labor market, the the 1994 curriculum and the 1994 curriculum supplement. The 1994 curriculum focused more on effort to integrate the previous curricula. However, the combination of goal and process has not been successful. Criticisms has emerged because the student learning a lot in is considered too heavy. From national to local content material adjusted to needs of each region. 3. Curriculum during the from era. Curric- E. Curriculum years 24 KBK. The 24 curriculum has another name, namely the completely based curriculum. Competence and a combination of knowledge, skill, value, and attitudes reflect in habits and action. B. 26 curriculum KTSP, the latest curriculum in this 26 KTSP curriculum, which is a development. The 25 KBK curriculum 26 curriculum used the curriculum that give an autonomy school to enhance education, the culmination which will be carried out by each subject teacher, namely teacher for curriculum 23 10 and Refina. In the 23 curriculum every learner let's be creative and interactive because in the future fans and creativity and mainstay in addition and development of national character has been encouraged into all study programs. Thank you.
The next curriculum during pandemic new normal or agency curriculum temporary, the focus of the new policy issues by the government is two. The first is expensive of face-to-face learning for the yellow zone emergency curriculum under special conditions. To each the difficulties of learning during COVID-19 emergency curriculum and learning modules can be used. A. For teachers, teachers are helped by the availability of a simple curriculum reference and teachers can focus on essential contextual education. B. For students, students are not burdened with the demands of completing all curriculum outcomes and can focus on essential and contextual education and learning. C. Parents, the emergency curriculum can facilitate learning assistance at home. That means prinsip kebijakan pendidikan di masa COVID-19 adalah yang pertama, kesehatan dan keselamatan peserta didik, tenaga pendidik, keluarga, dan masyarakat merupakan prioritas utama dalam menetapkan kebijakan pembelajaran. Yang kedua, tumbuh kembang peserta didik dan kondisi psikologi juga menjadi pertimbangan dalam pemenuhan layanan pendidikan selama masa pandemi. Fokus kebijakan baru yang dikeluarkan pemerintah ada dua, yaitu perluasan pembelajaran tatap muka untuk zona kuning. Untuk daerah yang berada di zona oranye dan merah tetap dilarang melakukan pembelajaran tatap muka di satuan pendidikan. Zona tersebut tetap melakukan kegiatan belajar dari rumah. Untuk zona kuning dapat diperbolehkan melakukan pembelajaran tatap muka dengan pertimbangan resiko kesehatan yang tidak jauh berbeda dengan zona hijau. Yang kedua, kurikulum darurat dan dalam kondisi khusus. Untuk meringankan kesulitan pembelajaran di masa COVID-19, kurikulum darurat dan modul pembelajaran dapat digunakan. Yang pertama, bagi guru untuk membantu tersedianya acuan kurikulum yang sederhana. Yang kedua, bagi siswa, yaitu dapat menuntaskan seluruh pencapaian kurikulum yang dapat difokuskan pada pendidikan dan pembelajaran. Dan yang terakhir, yaitu kurikulum bagi orang tua, kurikulum dapat mempermudah pendampingan pembelajaran di rumah. In the next independent curriculum, the concept of Merdeka Belajar is the last policy in the world of national education. This concept focuses on essential and flexible material according to the interests, talents, and need of each student's characteristic. Konsep dari Merdeka Belajar itu merupakan satu kebijakan terbaru dalam dunia pendidikan nasional. Konsep ini berfokus pada materi yang esensial dan fleksibel sesuai dengan minat, bakat, dan kebutuhan masing-masing dari siswa atau karakteristik siswanya. The conclusion. The conclusion is the education curriculum in Indonesia has existed since the royal era and before Indonesia independent, although the existing curriculum is still not complete. Approximately extant Indonesia has changed the curriculum since Indonesia independent until now. The change and development of the existing curriculum is carried out with the intention of improving the existing education system at the same time following the times. However, in every implementation, it is still not optimal. It is happened because of the lack of understanding and meaning of the teachers or educator, so that it actually causes educational problem. That means kurikulum pendidikan di Indonesia telah ada sejak zaman kerajaan dan sebelum Indonesia merdeka. Meski kurikulum yang ada masih tidak kompleks, kurang lebih telah 8 kali Indonesia melakukan pergantian kurikulum sejak Indonesia merdeka hingga saat ini. Pergantian dan perkembangan kurikulum yang ada dilaksanakan dengan maksud untuk memperbaiki sistem pendidikan yang ada dan sekaligus mengikuti perkembangan zaman. Namun dalam setiap pelaksanaannya masih belum optimal. Hal ini semua terjadi karena kurang pahamnya dan pemaknaan dari pengajar ataupun pendidik sehingga justru menimbulkan permasalahan pendidikan. Di sini setiap sekolah atau yang satuan pendidikan mulai beradaptasi dengan kurikulum, maka tidak lama setelah itu, setelah beradaptasi, kurikulum berubah lagi sehingga harus beradaptasi lagi. Inilah yang memunculkan permasalahan pendidikan di Indonesia. Okay, I think that's all, and sorry for mistake, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.